Yesterday, I had a phone meeting with a couple, one of our children in the house, one of the branches. When the wife contacted me March last year, the wife contacted me, sent me an email on how terrible things have been, that she has tried and tried and tried, and now it has gotten to a point where she doesn't know how she's going to cope with this anymore. I said, I'm not even aware of this. This guy is very close to me. I didn't know that. I said, no problem. All I will just say is, it will end in testimony. So if you come to the house and see me. So they came to the house. When I got back, they came to see me in April, and we sat down. And one of the things I've realized is that many times the reason why a lot of marriages continue in trouble is because people are not dealing with the real issues. Most of the time we are talking about the fruits. No, for every fruit is a proof that there is a tree, and it's a fruit that a seed was sown. So we need to go back to the roots. What led to this that is producing the fruit? Forget fruits. Forget the fruit. He's angry. No, leave anger. She doesn't respect me. Leave that one. That's not the issue. Because we had a session one day where a woman in one of the marriage, whatever stuff that we do, that the Pastor Charles handles, and the major battle was that the man was not wearing his wedding ring. He doesn't wear wedding ring. Sincerely, do you think wedding ring is the problem? No. If you say a man is not wearing wedding ring and you are hungry, the wedding ring cannot be the problem. That's just fruit. The problem is there is something wrong with you that wedding ring is triggering. So it's not wedding ring, because a man can wear wedding ring and sleep around. So when you say, hey, where is your wedding ring? Where is your wedding ring? That means there is insecurity. Something has happened that is making you to be insecure. And the wedding ring not being there is like, are you sure? So we go to root issue, and I sat down with them and I said, let's go to the roots. Dealt with it. Yesterday they called me. The problem was solved last year. God moved, but of course I'm busy. I don't have time. So they fixed it up, and they were telling me yesterday, they said, sir, we can't even believe. See, my wife was telling me, you mean we can be like this again? That in fact, if they told me that we'll still be married now, and that in fact. And he mentioned what I just said now. He said, Pastor, what you actually did was that everywhere we have been going, everybody we have been meeting, they have been dealing with the issues. He said, but when we met you, you took us to the roots to find out what the real problem was. He said, and we left that place with one thing. You told us, are you people friends? He said, one thing we discovered that we are not even friends. He said, but now we have developed a strong friendship. Because many of you don't understand some of these dynamics. A lot of you that are not married, you think that when you marry somebody, you'll be doing jiggy every day. No. Even children you gave birth to. So say, hey, oh, all of you enter your room. I don't want to see anybody. Even children you gave birth to. How much more woman when you know born? So these are the realities that you don't understand. So if you are going through that stage now, you are enduring it. No. It's not to come out that is your problem. It's to come out of the problem and continue in the marriage with joy. And you will find fulfillment this year. There are those that are enjoying their marriage and they are grateful for love. But one thing I want us to begin to do this year, because many times we hear only bad news about marriage. Those of you that are really enjoying your marriage, stop being an African and be a Christian. The Bible says we overcome by the what? And by the what? Blood of the Lamb and what? Start testifying. Do you know we don't testify of good marriages? It's like, don't afraid, as if so that they will not. If you are enjoying, be enjoying in secret. And that's why we are discouraging people from marriage. Let people know you are enjoying. Let people know that marriage is good to you. Let people know that your marriage is doing well. And there are those that have exited their marriage by separation and divorce. You've separated, you've divorced. That's not the end of the road. God hates divorce, but he loves the divorcee. So you may have come out of a marriage, you may have come out of a situation, and you have found yourself in that place of confusion, that place of loneliness, and you are asking yourself, will I ever smile again? Will I ever succeed again? Yes, you can. Because God will give you a new beginning. So marriage is meant to be enjoyed and not to be endured. And relationship is meant to make your life better, not bitter. Everybody deserves to enjoy true love. And it is my desire to help you make that a reality. We live in a changing world where change is constant and fast. Hence, anyone that wants to win in any aspect of life in today's world must continue to learn, unlearn, and relearn. In the world of love, the game is the same, but the rules have changed. So anyone who wants to win in love must realize that the syllabus has changed. And operating based on expired syllabus is an error. Tell everybody, the syllabus has changed. You know, many of us grew up reading books, listening to our parents, listening to our grandparents, tell us all kinds of things, and you come into a 21st century and you try to operate 19th century principle in the 21st century world. What your mother and grandmother told you is no more true, because you now live in a different world. So they told you the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, when your mother's kitchen was the only source of food for your grandfather. So the way is to, because the men didn't cook then. Do you understand? African men didn't go to kitchen, they didn't cook. They go to farm money to nice. When they come to don't pound yam. You don't do black soup. Don't do with salad or nubu. And then the man just come, where my food? I sat down like a local priest and chief. And then they drink it, top it up with palm wine. And then the better the food, the more the man will quickly come and they go eat my wife's food. And your grandmother told you, cook for your husband. No. So you came into 24th century with that deception. Now you cook and cook and cook, the man no day. Because food is no more working. Because it's old school syllabus. Why? Because right now there is nothing you are cooking that cannot be ordered online. There are restaurants everywhere. Even now, men cook more than women. Today's woman is not a kitchen woman. You have to teach them how to cook. Because when their mother is cooking, they are online watching. So they don't even know. Hello? So you find out that when they told you the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, they didn't lie to you, but it was true in their season. But it's no more true. There's a new rule. Because right now, there are many women that can cook, and the man is not there to eat. It's with the side chick eating gala. Hello? Because at the end of the last, everybody go chop breakfast. So, they told you, if you want to talk to your husband, wake him up in the middle of the night. Wake him up in the middle of the night and talk to him. If you try that now, if you be slapped, now the guy go, he will wake up with a slap. Somebody that has gone through Third Mainland traffic and Lagos traffic and finally made it home around 11:15. Gone sleep by 2, you dey wake up, you be wish. So there are new rules. There are new rules. They told you, oh, women, ladies of nowadays, they are looking for money. It's money they need. So you started looking for money without looking for character. Not knowing that today's woman has her own money. She doesn't need your money. But you are running with the software of your father. When you have money, all you need is money. Now you have money, you don't have character. And you discover that all the women are not moved by your money because they have their own money. And all they need is a man of value, a man of substance, a man of character. An anointed man that can be a king over the home. Not a man that is threatened because they are prospering. Not a man that wants to kill them and cage them because he grew up knowing fully well that you are the man. Don't give her any chance. Put her. You need to put her where she belongs. You grew up with the wrong software, sir. The syllabus has changed.